Out of the primordial waters. Grew up out front drinking quarter waters. I was the first to go fuck some. My mama said, baby, boy, you gon' get some.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. This is a reaction that I just so happen to want to do because I seen this joint. So we're gonna do this video. We're gonna do this reaction. It's actually just lyrics, but let's get into it.
Yellow bonus, what he wants, what he wants. Yellow bonus, what he wants, what he wants, what he wants. Para Miguel se lo dan, para Miguel what I want. Bello, yellow, what he wants, what he wants. Yellow bonus, what he wants, what he wants, what he wants. Para Miguel se lo dan, para Miguel what I want. Said he need a lit bitch, so he had to switch. Let me think a rich bitch, work me out, fitness. Do my dance on the stage. When he shoot, he don't miss. Tight grip, wife this. Real bitch, don't switch. Don't. Real bitch, don't switch. Don't. Real bitch, won't switch. Don't switch.
Now, someone else who faced some serious backlash is DaniLeigh. This released a snippet single called Yellow Bone on Instagram and almost immediately started getting negative comments on her post. In the now since deleted video, Danny bops along to the track, mouthing along to the lyrics, "Yellow Bone is what he wants."
Yeah, so the backlash was quick to point out the problems with the song, specifically colorism and anti-blackness, while others speculated whether or not it was a diss track aimed at the ex of DaBaby, who DaniLeigh is currently dating, and DaBaby's a rapper for those who don't know. So to make matters worse, the singer then doubled down on the track, writing on her Instagram in another now deleted post, "Why can't I make a song for my light-skinned baddies? Why y'all think I'm hating on other colors when there are millions of songs speaking on all types? Why y'all so sensitive and take it personal?"
Yeah, and then continued on her Twitter writing, "Only God can cancel me. That S don't mean S to me." DaniLeigh, who identifies as Dominican, later backtracked and apologized, appearing in a video on her Instagram on Monday.
Colorism is a real thing, and I guess you could say I wasn't as knowledgeable in that topic, but I wasn't thinking so deeply into it when I was making the song. And it's like, also, I see a lot of brown skinned women making music about their skin types, and it's like, why can't I? Like, you see me, I'm light skinned. I consider myself a yellow bone. That's my definition of it. That's just how I felt at the time. It wasn't even a song I released. I just made a trailer. I was wearing all yellow. I had yellow hair. I was like, ooh, it's cute. Let me make a trailer real quick. I didn't think it was going to blow over like that at all. And then to call me a colorist, to call me a racist is like, yo, how? I'm dating a whole chocolate man. I have beautiful melanin friends. Like, it's like, y'all really took it there when it's like, nah, like, let's... It's not about that. That's not where I was coming from. I don't see my skin as a privilege. I never looked at myself as better than anybody, more superior. It wasn't even about that. It was just me making a cocky ass song like, I'm sorry, like I offended you guys. Like it was not my intention at all.
Yeah, and after that was trending for a couple of days, Cardi B was forced to step in because people were comparing her to DaniLeigh, writing in a now deleted post. This whole argument and me bringing up my family tree is because for the last 4 days, you've been comparing to someone I don't look like at all because we have the same nationality. Nationality is not a color or a race.
So a lot of people on social media, they seem to have issues with DaniLeigh's actual apology. What do you think about it, Keisha?
Well, overall, okay, this is what I'll say. You know, Dani makes bops. She makes good songs. I enjoy her music. I do feel like prior to this, she was getting trolled a lot and it just seemed unfair. It felt like people just didn't want to like her. And then she got in a relationship with DaBaby, and in that circumstance, you know, it was perceived that DaBaby left his dark-skinned mother of his children for DaniLeigh, and they've had a little weird back and forth on social media, kind of competing and whatever. Then she came out with this song, parading being Yellowbone, and this is coming from a woman who is considered Yellowbone. I have an issue with her apology. I have a real issue with the way she addressed it, because she dismissed colorism. Colorism is a real thing. To dismiss it and then say something like, you know, why are you guys being so sensitive? Is problematic. We're in 2021. You have to be aware of the messages you're putting out in the world. And I have an issue with her just promoting the fact that she's light-skinned. Where there is white privilege, there is light-skin privilege. And it's not to say, you know, that being light-skinned means you're not going to experience racism and you're not going to go through things. I've experienced a lot of trauma. I've experienced a lot of racism. I've experienced it. But you got to know your audience. I also know that my experiences will never be at the level of people who are dark-skinned. It'll never be at that level. It'll never be the same. And because of that, I'm allowed to have my feelings about who I am. But at the same time, it's not okay for me to parade that I have any type of privilege, because this song is her saying, I'm light-skinned and that is what he wants. Even just the words, that's what he wants. Where we are in media, where we are with women in beauty and what's considered the standard. Just all of it is such a mess to me. And then they have the audacity to pick and choose when you want to be black. You know, one minute she's like, I'm Dominican. And then the other minute she uses the N-words in her songs and she says, I'm also black. Like, pick a lane, sis. So yeah, her apology's problematic. Like, I have a chocolate man and I have chocolate friends. We've heard that before. And we know what kind of people say those kind of things. It's crazy to me. But also to say, you know, other people who are brown skinned, they're proud of their color and they make songs about it, as they should, because they're misrepresented. So as they should, they can parade it. Sorry, sis, you can't. And that's my stance on it.
Is she, Keisha? Let me ask you a question. Is this no, because I don't know a lot about this, so I want to ask you questions. Is this normal? This sort of thing where it's almost like a troll song, where it's almost directed at somebody. Is this a normal thing for her? Does she usually tread in these types of waters of controversy with lyrics, or does this seem unusual and almost a sort of direct attack that she's now reluctant to admit to making simply because it did blow up?
Good question.
Well, here's the thing. It's a great question. I don't know if it exists in her music, but what I will say is when she got with DaBaby, she was she was parading him. She was showing him off. She was kind of throwing little jabs in her, you know, her stories, in her captions. So people have been all over it, that there's a rivalry between the two. It's been a thing for, I want to say, the last month. So now with the song, it was just fuel to the fire. And I honestly think, personally, I think that she did make this song as a clap back to the baby mom, and I think that it backfired. That's what I think happened. I think she just wasn't thinking. I don't think she's being malicious in any way. I think, like, in terms of racism and being a colorist, I don't think that. I don't want to believe that. But I do believe that she was in the studio and she was like, let me say something, and she put out this record, and now people are like, what? This is very tone deaf.
Yeah. So Rabia is saying, when you make a song, you have to make sure what message you are sending out. Of course, people won't be up for it. The way she's handling the aftermath is just stupid. So it does seem like a lot of people, like, just own it then. If it's not your intention and this is how people are taking it, apologize or just say that, what, you know. But it seems like a lot of people are having issues with the actual apology itself.
That's crazy. I think it's crazy, but see, my opinion about races, everybody won't agree with. My opinion is, I feel like if you don't celebrate it and patrol it around, it won't be racism. Like, yeah, you could teach your kids, okay, African Americans fought to do this or fought to do that because of this and because of that. But certain things that I feel like they teach in history makes it more racism when a child sees the evil or the violence that Caucasian people did back in the day. Like, basically, if you did something to hurt somebody and then somebody showed and said that you did this to hurt them, they're gonna be mad at you. They're gonna want revenge on you. So I feel like if you teach your kids and show your kids what slavery was about and how it happened, they're gonna feel bad, and they're gonna not like Caucasian people. See, and it's not all Caucasian people that did those things. That's my opinion. I don't feel you should teach your kids something that happened back in the day. Even if you are going to teach them, but I think you should let them understand the world is changing. Yeah, there's still going to be racism no matter what. There's still going to be certain things that happen towards black people that don't happen towards white people. It's just how it is. It's just the world. Can't change that. So it is what it is. But that's my opinion. My opinion with this situation is certain people shouldn't make certain songs. If I have a music production associate in music production. I have associate in music production, and certain things that somebody would send me and say, "Yo, how did this sound?" I tell you the truth, it's trash. It's trash. If it's good, oh yeah, that's cool. I think you should do this. Fix this on it. I fix this on it, or I send it back to them. Yeah, that one ready, they're good. Blah 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 blah. But if it's trash, it's trash. That song was trash. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care about what the lyrics were saying. It was trash. Point blank to that. It's trash. She should never leaked it. She should never released it. She should never did nothing. She should have, as soon as she heard that dream back, she should have just deleted it. Because it was trash. That's my opinion. But it is what it is. I'm going to let y'all do what y'all go do in the comments. I got another video I got to react to. I see y'all later. Peace out.